Hello and welcome to today's new day, which means, of course, there's going to be new Lego sets added to the Lego website. Now, we're going to start off, before we tuck into the new Zelda set, with the new giveaway. Now, I have spoken about this already, but I have deleted that upload because something went wrong with it. So we're going to pretend we've never seen it before on this channel. But before we tuck into the actual set, you can see here that it is £90 or more for the price point, and it is only valid with Lego City, Friends, Dreams, or Ninjago. Now, the next thing that you need to pay attention to if you're trying to backtrack this from the future, it is item number 40685. It's 132 pieces and it is valued at £17.99. But it is a sweet looking thing. Now, you can see at the front, it does look like this bit just here pours all the water down. I think this is supposed to be like a plunge bit where you can just walk through the showers, because this is your shower bit. Then normally you would walk into the pool through one of these, so that's a nice little touch. You've got the diving board just in here, then you've got all the nice little studs for the water area, then obviously you've got your slide that takes you into that water area. You've got a nice little dinghy thing just here, that's a cool little use of elements just there for the green and the white. And then of course you've got these two nice looking minifigures. So if I zoom in on this one, for example, you can see that one does look like it's got some braces on. You've got the freckles with the nice little cheeks, and then you've got the nice little hair piece just up in there. But what I do like, and this is something I definitely missed on the last one, I am pretty sure that is Factor 50 sun cream. I think that is what that is supposed to be. So that is a nice little touch on that one. And then just on here, you've got a nice little element with a long-sleeved UV protection, I would imagine. They seem to be a thing that you can now buy. You can buy these protection UV sleeves, so they don't have to worry about the sunscreen as well, which is a great little thing, especially when you're in much, much hotter countries. And then you've got these little flippers just here, which I guess you could use in the pool, or you could dive in, depending on how deep the deep end is. So that is a nice little touch on that. Now, with regards to the box artwork, that's what it looks like. That's what you're going to be needing to hunt down if you are trying to get this again from the future. And then that is the back. But let's have, can I have, no, I can't. So we'll have to use the back of the box for the actual bits and pieces. So we have got little lockers just in here, and you've got little storage places just on the inside just there. Again, you can see you've got the shower just in here, because obviously you would have a shower to walk into the pool area. And I think that's where you got your sprinkle coming down with the actual water as well. You've got a nice little comb, and again, your Factor 50 hat, and I think there's a cup and some other bits and pieces on there. And again, you've got your flag. So that's the other thing. So you can see you've got the ice cream, and then you've got these drinks. I'm assuming that they are fridges, because you would not be able just to walk up and grab an ice cream. So I'm guessing you got ice cream at the bottom. So you've got fridge freezer combo on the side, and then you can obviously have your storage, little lockers just on there. And then as we come over, that is then how you then climb up these steps just here, and then you go on to the green bit, up, over, and then down into the slide. So nice and simple, and then that is that bit just there. Now, this bit I have covered before, obviously. Like I said, I did it with an upload I did the other day, and I messed it up badly. But I have also just seen on the Instagram page that there is Zelda. Now, I don't know if that is now officially a thing, so until I actually type it in onto this website for the first ever time, yes, it's there. So there it is, brand new. I have absolutely no idea what this is, but it's available for pre-order now, and it will ship from the 1st of September. So that is miles away. We are only the 28th of May. So this is obviously going to be about for a good while. But if you were to pre-order this now, the giveaway is not valid because it is not under that range. What range does this one come under? It is... Is it an ideas set? I thought it was an ideas set. Doesn't say. So if it's just a standard set, so I'm literally seeing this for the very, very first time. I'm assuming it's going to be under the ideas range or creators range or something along those lines. It won't be valid with the current giveaway. So if you were to pull the trigger on this now and spend your 260 quid, because again, it's available for pre-order, you wouldn't get your points, don't forget, until it's been dispatched, and you won't get any giveaways either. So they must assume that this is going to be very, very popular, or there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out in September as well. The why they've done this so early with so many sets coming out on the 1st of June, I don't know. But let's tuck into the set for the first ever time. Why it's a 2-in-1, I don't know. So you're now going to watch somebody dribble and try and figure out everything. So help me as we go through, because I've never played the game. I was a Sega person. I have never ever played Zelda, and I don't even know what console it was on either. But if you are interested in this, it is item number 77092. It's 2,500 pieces, and it's 2,080 points. So again, it's 800 points per £5. That's how that works. Now let's have a look. I could not tell you anything that we are looking at whatsoever, but I can tell you straight away it is on a very, very chunky base. So this is almost like a standalone display piece, because this is much, much thicker than a lot of the other bits and pieces. So I don't know if it's going to marry. I don't know if it's going to marry up, but the tree itself does look pretty cool. And you can see all of the bits and pieces that you've got just on there. Now, even though this is coming out in September, I'm sure already there's going to be, the set would have been sent if this has been out. So there'll be people already, which is the ambassadors for the Lego group. I would imagine now that there will already be reviews available on this, which is not so much of a shame. It's nice to know what's coming, but let's not forget about it and then not look at it until September. I don't know why there's the gap. There'll be reasoning. I just don't know that reasoning behind it, but it'd be very, very interesting to see who has been sent the set and when it will be coming out. But let's have a look at the detail just down in here. I can't tell you what that is supposed to be, but it is something, and it is on some nice little elements on a different coloured stand. You've got these red little funky pieces just here underneath the nice tree. Then you've got something else here. What that's supposed to be, I have absolutely no idea. And then you've got these things just here, which do look very, very effective. Good use of colouring and bits and pieces like that. And then I'm assuming you got the two characters from the game, which is those two. So you get two minifigures with this, unless there's more hidden on the back. You've got the detail just up at the top just here, and you've got a nice little cherry bit, and then you've got the little heart bit up at the top. So again, it does look effective enough. When I get round to doing a live again, we will look at this in much greater detail, and hopefully in the live, we'll have people that know what we are looking at. But it does look like we might have some new elements in here, maybe at the front, and then you've got all of this, and you've got all the nice wood effect on the side. What I really do like is the clear translucent sword. That is a really, really nice looking touch. And again, if you've got the D&D stuff, potentially it would work well with that. And then you've got this as well. But why it's a 2-in-1? Is it just a 2-in-1 with a tree? Oh, the tree's completely different. Is it completely different? Yes. Right. I am now stumped because we have got a walkway through. I'm assuming they've not done the door? Was it all completely done? So the top of that tree's missing. That's easy enough. The face is obviously completely different, but the base the same shape? No. So the base is a completely different shape, and it has got these pins in at the very, very front. So straight away, if you were to build one or the other, which one would you build and why? Because you've got a completely different minifigure here. So I'm guessing you then get 3 figures with this, or it's supposed to be a different level, or it's supposed to be something. But again, it's on this chunkier base. I can see people, if it was at the correct price point to be able to buy multiple of them, then obviously you could do. You can start working out the maths at 2,500 pieces for £250. So that's going to be, well, I'm not even going to attempt the maths, but it's going to be an interesting one. But you can see you've got all of these bits and pieces at the bottom. You've got this bit just up on here. You've got the purple on there, and then you've got the bit going across, and then you've got whatever that is supposed to be just there. No idea, but it does look effective enough. Now, we'll go over a couple more photos, and I'll wrap it up because I don't know what I'm talking about. That's the other tree. It's going to be a bit difficult now because I don't know what photo here is associated to what. Because they haven't put the photos in the right order. Because we've got video. 7 seconds of pleasure this is going to be. So is there any music? Nope. So that is what's at the back of this one. And it's blocked off at the top. And then can I zoom in on the video? Yes. And then we've got some little bits and pieces up on there. Nothing available there. And then you've got just this open back where obviously they just sit down and do whatever it is that they do. And then on this one, we have now this random building that has just appeared out of nowhere, which I didn't see in the first photo. So that is whatever that is supposed to be. And we have two. Is it just the same heads? Is it the same people that we've just seen with the 2-bit? I am now really confused because do we get four? Do we get four minifigures in it, or have they just put the minifigure on this and then the minifigure on this? Do these two connect? I've got more questions and answers with regards to seeing this for the very, very first time, but it is always nice to explore this for the very first time as it spins round. That's not gone well. So that's the end of that. So I better go down and have a look. So Legend of Zelda, Great Tree, 2-in-1 is coming. Gives us that. And 3 versions of, right, so figure-wise, we get Hero Figure, Princess Zelda, and 3 versions of Link. Both versions have small builds and features inspired by the video game, including Link's house, posable facial of the tree, and accessible side panels. So obviously, it must be part of the different levels. Zelda merch collectibles. This Lego has the The Legend of Zelda has a variety of items from each game, including whatever time, some sort of shield, sword, and more. Oh, it's Nintendo. That's why I have no idea. Never ever played Nintendo. I only had a Game Boy. That's as far as I went with regards to anything on that. 2-in-1 buildable tree. Yeah, again, same thing. 3D buildable instructions. I'm assuming it obviously does come with the instructions as well. So height-wise, it is 13 inches tall, or the other one stands at 12 inches tall. So you lose an inch depending on what it is you're building. And that is all they've done at the moment. So I'm assuming that we will be getting some more fancy artwork photos eventually from this. It looks smart enough if you're a fan of this kind of thing. Are you happy with the price point? Which one would you build? Do you need two for whatever reason? Do we think there'll be a giveaway with this? Because obviously, this has literally come out at some point today, and it is only the 28th of May. So I am assuming we will have more answers to my questions, or you guys and girls already know, because I don't have a clue. Now, let me very, very quickly just have a look at the back. So this is version 1. Now looking at the video. So that's version 1 with the, I'm assuming that's Link. I'm assuming that's Link because the other one, was that the princess? I don't know. Let me know. I don't know. But what I do like is all the teal that they're now starting to use in all of the different sets. And you've got all these nice little lily pads. That might be some variation of a bed. And obviously they've got something just there. So I'm assuming that is the house. So we said that that is Link's house. And then that is something. So you can see that they've just added in the bits and pieces on that one for that. So it does mean that even though you've got 2,500 pieces, you won't be able to use all the pieces at the same time. So you are going to have to pick one or the other. What do we prefer? Do we prefer I'm assuming that is the traditional tree. I can't tell if that is the back of the tree. Is that the back of that? I think that is. But that does look like, I thought that was the door, but obviously clearly not. That is the better look at the bits and pieces that is going up at the top just there. That just looked nice. So again, you've got bits where you can put minifigures and add bits and pieces in. You've got these nice little elements. That looks like a little butterfly in a satellite dish. So that's that's a new one. That's a new one to me. And then that's the smaller build. So that obviously does look like it's part of a game. That does look clean enough. Nice little build on that one. So it does look like potentially that they can connect to box. There we go. Should have clicked on the very last image. Fantastic stuff. Why does that look like it's got loads of stuff going on at the bottom? Right. All models cannot be built simultaneously, so it's one or the other. But that looks like it's got loads and loads of... Why has that got loads of trees on? So this artwork here is this one to our left, because it's got those, but I didn't think the other one had all the trees. Oh, I guess so. It just looks like there's more trees on that, so clearly you can see the one on the right does have all those trees. It just looks like they're more grown than what they actually are. So yeah, so again, going by the dimensions, we've just seen that already. So it's 13.5 inches wide or 15.5 inches wide. So it's a complete different configuration of the two. And then you can just see there, look, in much, much easier detail rather than just look at the back of the box. That's the easiest thing to do. Have a look at the back of the box and you can pick and choose what it is you want. And oh, there we go. So that actually makes things a little bit easier because they're obviously clearly from two completely different games, aren't they? So you've got The Legend of Zelda with that over time, or you've got the Breath of the Wild on the other side. So you can just pick and choose if you want the tree stalks coming out of his eyeballs, and then you've got this open bit at the bottom, or then you've just got the original Legend of Zelda thing. And then you can see now the back of each, which keeps it nice and simple. And then you can see the bottom, the back of each. Again, keeps it nice and simple, and then that is there. So there we go. So the most important photo is number 11. If you want to make it nice and easy for yourself and not waste your time like I've just wasted yours. But guys, I think that is it, and I am done. I've shamed myself enough not having a clue that there was actually two completely different games, let alone two different levels. So keep your eyes peeled for all of the other stuff that might be coming out now between now and September, because there's also going to be a lot. But don't forget, there's a huge amount of releases coming on the 1st of June, and let me know what you are most excited about on that. But guys, I think that is it, and I am done. So if you can like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-da.